2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 2. Preach the word. Be instant, in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rakak, double honors to my elders and my apostles of Great Milestone. They're doing thee well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the members of the elect, the elected, the 1/3. Shalom. This is Brother Dawadah, coming back at you with another video through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, Bahashem, Yahawashi. And today this will be another edition of How to Build Your Character. And I believe this is installment number 9. Alright? And the title of the topic is on being able to accept rebuke. Alright? Because we're not perfect. Right? We're going to make mistakes. Right? And this knowledge is truth. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to have certain times where we're not as wise as how we'd want to be. Okay? And when someone sees that we make a mistake, all right, if they correct us, we can't get emotional when we get corrected. All right, because we all get corrected in one way or another. So we can't get emotional. All right, if that person is saying the right thing, which of course they are, all right, brothers in this truth, they're not going to get on you just because. They're getting on you so that you can get corrected. All right, and even if it's a video that you see, all right, and what the brother's touching on is something that you're doing that you know you shouldn't be doing. And he's telling you, hey, you shouldn't be doing such and such. And you kind of cut in the spirit. Well, that's that rebuke. That's that reproof. And it's not just for the simple case, oh, yeah, he's just trying to get on somebody. No, it's for your betterment. You know, and this even trickles down to your interactions with people in the world. You know, if a manager is correcting you about something that you're doing wrong, you know dang well that you're actually messing up. Right, you can't get emotional, even if it's a coworker. So, it predominantly focuses on, when you're corrected in this truth, right? Whether it's by another brother, whether it's through a video, and what the brother's touching on is something that you're doing wrong, But it can even be applied to how we act in the world, how we carry ourselves. Okay, so reproof and rebuke is part of this walk, most definitely. Okay. So let's read this verse again. 2 Timothy 4 and 2. Preach the word. The word preach means to prophesy. Pre meaning before, and that ichi or ach basically means to say. Right? Roughly paraphrasing it. So it means to say before. Okay? It says, preach the word. Be instant, in season, out of season. Reprove. So if someone's going off in the doctrine, it's important to reprove them. Like you have individuals that'll come on the comment boards and they'll post some madness that they heard off TikTok. I call them the TikTok bug outs. Because you got different individuals on TikTok that are trying to push off their madness, their bugged out philosophy. Like, case in point, you got one clown. He said that, oh, we're all from the moon, and when you die, you go to the moon. Some bug out on TikTok. Jake said that. And you have the simple of our people that will see them. They're like, oh, that was deep. Oh, wow. Maybe that's true. Yeah. The scriptures say that the simple, let's grab the scripture here. Here it is. Proverbs 14 and 15. It says, the simple believeth every word. Right. So they'll look at somebody as being their leader, as being their teacher, as being their instructor. All right. And everything that person says, whether it's right or whether it's wrong, they follow it blind-heartedly. Meaning they're not going to look into it. Whatever that person say, yep, Khan. Hey, the brother from the GMS Detroit camp, the brother Yowanathan, he has a statement called, he made this statement where he said that Jake basically hits the Khan key. When they follow these different individuals that teach off doctrine, case in point, you got one individual saying that the mark of the beast is sleeper and white woman. You got different groups saying that the mark of the beast is a philosophy. Some say it's an embargo. All this one individual says Solomon had the mark of the beast. You got a lot of bugged out philosophies out there, but then you got Jake that follows these individuals that's teaching off doctrine, and they're like, I like this guy right here. because of how he speaks, because of how he teaches, all right, because of his charisma, because of his phylacteries, because of his beautiful garment. Oh, he got a nice garment on, so I'm gonna follow him. Yeah, because they got the speaker system, so you really hear their voice when they're out teaching. Yeah, I'm gonna follow him. So they blindly follow these blind guides. And what did Yahawashi say? Let's do it like this. Matthew 15-14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. See, because you got a lot of false teachers out here that are really blind, and you have the simple of our people following after them. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. Right. So you ain't supposed to follow these blind leaders, and they're going off in the doctrine, and that's why it's so important to be reproved and rebuked. All right, because when brothers reprove and rebuke them, it's for the rest of the flock to hear. All right, for the flock to hear and understand. You know what? I shouldn't follow this guy. Oh, that guy, he's going off. No, I can't follow him. You see? Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. If the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. Getting corrected is not, oh, you hating your brother, Ak. You hating your brother. Like you have an individual post some madness that they heard somewhere, in the comment board. You tell them, no, you're going off. The proper breakdown of that scripture is this. Or that philosophy is off. You ain't supposed to go into that. Boom. You got some individuals that'll come on the comment board. Oh, well, the book of Enoch says this. Then when you reprove them, they get mad. They get frustrated and angry. But really what you're doing is trying to save that individual. You're trying to pull them out of that way that can lead to destruction. There's a scripture that says, there's a way which seemeth right. Proverbs 14. Wow, same chapter. Proverbs 14:12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man. Right. So Jake going into these different books, Jake going into these other philosophies, they think that that's the right thing to do. That's okay, that's acceptable. Right? So there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Right? Because if they follow that vain philosophy, that vain religion, right, it's going to lead to their death if they don't hop up out of that. So here it is, the brothers are trying to pull them out of that fire so that they don't burn themselves. Pull them out of that water so they don't drown themselves. We have the simple of our people. No, leave me alone. No, why you getting on your brother, Ak? No, see, you going off, trying to correct you. You see? That's why it says, verse 15, the simple believeth every word. You got Captain Tazariak saying, oh, yeah, he got the serpent's bite. See, because he ain't scared. So you should basically saying that you, Jake, should get it too. His group, the ISUPK, they did a commercial showing, basically telling Jake to get that stab. That under commanding General Johanna, we ain't scared to get this jab. Why you scared? See, I got mine. See? And you got the simple of our people that'll follow them blindly and then get the stab and jab because they saw their leader do it. That's why the scriptures say the leaders of this people cause them to err. All right? These false teachers, these false leaders, they're leading Jake into error. Okay? That's why it's so important to push the correction so that the flock can see it and be like, oh, you know what? I shouldn't go that way. Just like a shepherd. A shepherd has what? A staff, which has a hook at the end of it, which is called a shepherd's hook. So when that sheep goes astray, the shepherd uses that staff with the hook to, which the reason why it's hooked is so that you can grab the sheep's neck with the staff and kind of steer it in the right direction. Okay, so that hook is used in order to guide the sheep in the right direction. See, and that hook that we're using to guide, or whom the men of the Lord are using, all right, to guide the sheep in the right direction is the scriptures. So when someone goes contrary to what's taught in the scriptures, all right, we correct them out of the word. See? So that's for their betterment, so that they don't get led astray onto their destruction. If a sheep is led by itself and it goes outside of that hedge, that protection of the shepherd, that sheep can get gnawed by the wolf, all right, or a lion, or anything. See, that's why that correction is so important, to guide you in the right way. Okay, that's why it says, Isaiah 30 and 20. It says, and though the Lord YAHAWASHI give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, that's this hail that we go through, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee. It says behind you because the way that you were going was the wrong way, the wrong direction. Saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. When you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left, you see? Because you were going the wrong way before you came to this knowledge of truth. See? So when brothers see an individual turning back to go back in the direction that he shouldn't be going, it's important for that correction to come, to guide you back. See, correction is not, my mother always says that correction is not an offense. It's not for you to get mad. Okay? Let's just type in reprove. Alright, let's see what pops up. Okay. Wow, same chapter. Proverbs 15 and 12. A scorner loveth not one that reproveth him, neither will he go unto the wise. Right. So a scorner, another word for a scorner is a scoffer. All right. When someone's correcting him, he's not going to like it. See? There's a scripture where it says that there's one that scorns and he seeks to have an excuse. All right? An excuse. No, see, the reason why it's like that is because of this. We can't get emotional. Okay? Dang, I wish I could find that scripture. Let's try it this way. Yeah. Sirach 32 and 17. A sinful man would not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will. So here it is, you corrected someone that's going off, and they got an excuse for everything. No, see, the reason why I ate this pork was because I was hungry. Oh, no, see, the reason I committed adultery is because she came on to me. Yeah. See? But that reproof is coming so that they can get corrected to get right. No, you can't eat pork. Well, you got to line up. Hey, you shouldn't be lining up your beard. You shouldn't have lined up your head. Well, I needed it for a job interview. You should have found another job. Find another job. See? That reproof is for your betterment. Okay? Well, very important. Reproof. Stray. And this even filters out to our daily life. You know? Reproof is important. Wow. Proverbs 13 and 18. I'm just going to read a few of these. It says, Proverbs 12 and 1. These proverbs are beautiful. You know, it's great to build your faith. Great to build your character. Proverbs 12 and 1. Whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge. What's the instruction book? The Bible. So if you really love knowledge, you're going to take heed to what's written in the instruction book, which is the Bible. But he that hateth reproof is brutish. Yeah, you're like a brute. You know? You're like something that cannot be controlled. If you hate reproof. If you hate correction. Okay? Let's try, what was that? Proverbs 13. And 18. Poverty and shame shall be to him that refuseth instruction. Yeah. But he that regardeth reproof shall be honored. Right. And what is the reproof? The correction. See? Reproof is indeed important. Okay? Let's see. Proverbs 15 and 5. A fool despiseth his father's instruction, but he that regardeth reproof is prudent. Someone that's prudent has foresight. You know? They can see ahead at what's going to happen. So reproof is important. Correction is grievous. Proverbs 15:10. Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way. And he that hateth reproof shall die. That's plain. And you have 2/3 of our people that hate reproof. Because the proverb in the book of Isaiah 58:1, it says, "Cry aloud and spare not, all right? Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show the sons of Jacob their sins." So you tell them, hey, you going off, you shouldn't be smoking weed, you shouldn't be sleeping around, you shouldn't be committing adultery, But they hate reproof. No, you see, you can't tell me nothing. You ain't better than me. So what's going to happen to them? They're going to perish. Proverbs 15:31, the ear that heareth the reproof of life abideth among the wise. Proverbs 15:32, he that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul, but he that heareth reproof getteth understanding. That's true. Okay? Proverbs 17:10, a reproof entereth more into a wise man. Wow. a reproof entereth more into a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool. Meaning what? Let's read that again. A reproof, which is correction, which is verbal, entereth more into a wise man, because someone that's wise, when he's corrected, he's going to take heed. All right? He's going to get it. Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. I did go off. You know what? I do need, yeah, you're right. You're right. And that person's going to take heed and make the amendments to their character. It says, then 100 stripes into a fool. Because why? You're beating this fool for his correction. That's the physical reproof. All right? But guess what? It's more easier for a wise man to be reproved than if you give a fool 100 stripes for him to change his character. Because that fool, he's still going to do foolish things. Even after the 100 stripes. He still may not get right. But a wise man, after you reprove that guy, you're right. I need to fix that. See? But with the fool, look, you got to give him 100 stripes. And guess what? Even after that, he still may not be right. See? So that's why it's so important to accept the correction. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. All praises, honors, and glories be unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, HaShem Qadash. Double honors to my elders and my apostles of Great Milestone that do indeed well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the members of the elect, the elect of the 1/3. With that being said, Shalom. RAWCHAA, Akim, and the few sisters that listen. Shalom.